We are back at last. So about 11:30 last night, one of the team come out of the pits, Daytona, and an LMP2 aquaplaned straight into the side of them. Result was not pretty, and because of that we went from first to last and would have had to have substantial repairs, and there was no coming back. So whilst I was tucked up in bed waiting to start early this morning, they had to pull from the race. So this year's Daytona 24 is no more, unfortunately. But yeah, that's racing. That's how it goes. And we move on. So what have we got? Gonna practice Jerez, ready Monday's league race. Since I'm up anyway, I may as well get on and do some practice.
Fastest lap for Sigachev, 1:37.21.
Might try a race later on, but see how we go. Let's get in some practice.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
To be honest, this should be a bit of a walk in the park.
Pit exit's clear.
After Daytona.
That's a new fastest lap for Sigachev, 1:37.00.
It's a bit of a, well, this is a bike track originally. Part of the MSV group, this track. It's also owns Snetterton in the UK. This is the moto version of the track, this shorter one, rather than the Grand Prix version, which I've raced before.
New fastest lap for Sigachev, 1:36.85. Sector 1 is 2.5 seconds off the pace.
probably go a bit faster around there. We don't need to lift off quite so much. But we'll just get into it.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Quite make that, did we?
Okay, Sean, you need to watch the track limits.
Nice, way off the pace.
6th place.
So I'm gonna need to find 4 seconds from somewhere. Yeah, the time's coming down
Sector
nicely.
1 is 2.0 off the pace.
Should be okay. There we go, that's better.
That's your fastest lap. You're currently 6.8 off the pace. Right side. Still there. Clear right.
I see some lines this guy's taken ahead of us. This is 2.7k. Right.
Sector 1 is 3.6 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is
We're getting about
0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 2.4 seconds off the pace. That last lap was a 143.74.
Yeah, it's starting to knock the seconds off now.
You're a second off the pace in
That's going
Sector
good.
1.
We're a bit hot in there.
Car right, clear right.
Think he wanted past me. It's better. There we go. Already 3 seconds in on our first lap.
P5, that's your fastest lap today. That puts you 5.0 off the pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.8
Need to
off
brake
the pace.
harder in
Sector
some
3
of
is
these sections.
3.2 off the pace. That lap was at 141.84.
Close to the edge there. Didn't brake early enough. Nah, too hot.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Damn. Oh dear.
Front right, 95%. Left rear, 97.
Right. So we've still got to find 2 seconds really. Back out and try again. Toasty in here this morning.
The pit exit's clear, B6.
Might have to have a look at some Garage 61 data. If we can pinpoint the best place to make up the time. If we can ID 1 or 2 corners. If we're getting the others right, then, that'll be one of them. Let's do a few more laps and then we'll go and look at some Garage 61 data. Yeah, so a bit disappointed about the Daytona 24, my first Daytona 24, and I didn't get to do a lap, which is a bit gutting to be honest. That's how these things go. Unfortunately.
B7. Watch the track limits, please, Sean.
not sure the speed was wrong there. I thought that was more the angle. Didn't quite get the turning right. Get the angle right this time. Yeah, see, that was still full tilt and I made it. So much extra track you can use here.
Sector 1 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
Cool, 136, that's something to go for it. Struggling a bit with some of these corners. They're really quite high speed and
off the pace.
I'm not getting my gearing right.
Eighth place. That's a new fastest lap for Sigachev, 136.71. Sector 1 is 1.3
Not doing too
off
well
the
here.
pace.
I've done that again. Recognised it as the wrong corner, to be honest.
Track
Right.
limits, they'll
What
invalidate
are we
this
going
lap.
to do? We are going to look at some Garage 61 data.
Right front, 97%. Rear right, 98.
Let's pull that up on screen. Put it down for you in a sec so you can see. Right. Breathe. Why not? 7k driver. Compare ourselves to them, shall we? Right, I might have to jump out of the car for my laps to upload. Big enough so you can see it. There we go. Perfect. Now there's my 141. Add that to the session. Let's turn these overlays off. See what we're doing. Right. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Sector 4, we're losing with 3 seconds off in Sector 4 alone. 1 second off. So, Sector 4 is the first one we want to look at. So, Sector 4 is quite a long sector actually. Way too wide here. Maybe tighter. And the rest of it's not too bad. So as we come into the last sector, we need to be further over on the left. Go and have a look at that. I'm lifting around this one. Right, so this third sector bleeds into it really. So we need to take that into account, this bit. Yeah. Yeah, look, I'm braking way too high in my brakes. Braking way too hard. Trail braking here, okay. Obviously not as good as him. Not sure trail brake. I've got a last one there. Peak. Right, so this is the start of my issue. Is I'm 100% throttle, and I should be coming slightly off, going into the corner, preparing to brake, and then I wouldn't need to brake so much. Right, got that. Got that. And then as we come into sector 4, and I'm braking too early. I shouldn't. Right, okay. He's not braking at all, and lift around there is nothing like mine. I'm trying to get on the power. Much too early. He's staying off for a lot longer. Okay. And I'm lifting through here. He's actually changing up gear at this point. Into 5th. I don't get into 5th till right near the end. And then I'm
fastest lap for Sigachev, 136.66.
off the power way before him. That's a good 40 meters. Need to sort that. He's braking a lot harder than me here. Takes it in second, whereas I went down to first. Oh, there's a lot there, isn't there? Okay. I'll focus on this, shall we? Third from last corner. We lift in and staying off until I'm right the way round. Right, let's go give that a go. See how we get on. Right, yeah, so this is how I do most of my practice. I'm into a session, sometimes private, sometimes open like this. There's loads of cars on track, then I probably wouldn't come in. There's, you know, I don't want to get in people's way when I practice. That may go.
Retake is clear.
Going slow for. I don't know. So yeah, I usually do a few laps, do some analysis. I'll use Garage 61. I'll also have a look at a video. If I can't quite get it, then I'm subscribed to the Apex setups, and I do track map videos, which are very detailed and worth a watch. And you get to visually see where the breakpoints are. But it is good to try and work it out yourself first. Do a few laps. Right, let's see what we can do.
P9.
You need to get a good
Sector 1 is 1.8
launch out of that
off the
corner
base.
because this long straight here. Too hot. That's buggered up me going into sector 4.
Mind these track limits, please, Sean.
Alright, let's go again.
P10. Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace.
And again. Stop going in there so
You
hard.
need to watch these track limits.
Right. Next one.
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace.
Right, let's try and get this right this time.
Sector 2 is 1.2
Far from
off
right.
the pace.
It'll do. Right, this next section. There we go. Into the 140s. That's better.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.9 off the pace. Your lap time was 140.86.
We're still a long way off the 136
Sector
that
1
we
is 1.2
were
off
looking
the
at
pace.
in Garage 61, but he was a 7k driver. So we wouldn't be expecting that. Right, it's this one we've got to get right. And then this should look after itself. We know how to do this, Sean, come on. And there we go. Another fastest lap. Another half a second off.
P8 is your best lap in this session. Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.8 seconds off the pace. That was a 140.23.
Just about.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
That was more comfortable in the third. And there we go. We put it in the 139s.
P6, that's your quickest lap. You're now 2.8 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
Girls and boys, is how within 17 laps or we get up to a reasonable lap time. From our first go around this moto track.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
And as you can see from my delta, there is still more to be had. There's almost certainly a 138 in there somewhere.
Good lap, that's your best in the session. You're currently 2.8 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
But sector
Just done
3,
at 139.41.
I've got to look at. Still losing over a second there. Gone too high. Right.
Okay, Sean, we need to watch these track limits. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Take it easy round. Oh, hi Tim. How are you, mate? It's a bit of a sad morning. I didn't DNF until just after I went to bed. So the first I knew about it was 5:15 this morning. Thought I'd better check my messages before I get out of bed. And it wasn't great. So I thought I'd come and practice a Jerez for Monday's race instead. Then I was up and awake anyway. How are you? Saying my first Daytona 24 and I didn't get to put a lap in. Suppose I won't be the first one to do that, or the last.
Sector 1 is 2.4 off the pace.
Did they send you a message? Craig sent me a message at 11:30 to let me know. But obviously I was asleep by then. At least I got it at 5. You like this track, mate? Have you done Jerez?
Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds off the pace.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the way it goes though. All that damn practice. I was tempted to jump on an IMSA this morning, but I thought, no, I'm not really in the mood for a race. I'll just put in practice for where it's needed for Monday. I think you'll murder this. It's a tight little track, loads of runoff you can use to cut these corners off. It's actually quite awesome considering it's a bike track. Look, you can go all the way off there and fire up onto this straight.
E6.
Quite a neat little track really. I started off on 144s and now in the 139s. So I'm happy with that at least. This is a tricky little section. Not this first corner. This first corner's alright, that's flat out. It's this one. False sense of security after that last one. Think you can do this flat out and you can't. But you can't leave too much on the table. You go right wide and then you're too deep in this one, you don't brake enough. And then these are weird. These are lifts, not brakes. And this is a 4th gear corner with a lift. And same as this. Just a slight lift.
Alright, Sean,
up into
use
5th.
half your fuel.
And then bang it wide and down into 2nd. Yeah, I didn't get quite get it. Right. I've been on a while now. Yeah. I'm gonna call that a day, Tim. Is it 7:30? I'll have some proper breakfast. Oh yeah. I keep doing that.
2 minutes left.
You mean like that? Let's go round again. Yeah. See you later, Tim. Right, guys. Gonna call that a day. Thanks for taking the time to pop in, for those that did. Shame it wasn't Daytona racing. But there we go. And we will try again next time. The next one is Bathurst. So that should be interesting. That's a 12-hour on the 22nd of Feb. We'll see if we can make that one. Go from there. I'll be back on Monday, which is tomorrow. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow evening. Be racing here. If we can put in some more sub 39s. Until then, thanks for watching. See you soon.